Hello, welcome to Pandora's Box. Today I will rank the top 10 cards of Flesh and Blood's first ever set, Welcome to Rathe, according to concept and quality of illustration. Flesh and Blood is an IP by Legend Story Studios that came out less than 2 years ago. Its art is very similar to Magic, being set in the medieval times, and it has a touch of steampunk. The illustrations on some of these cards are surprisingly good, considering that this is the virgin project by Legend Story Studios. So here is my top 10 list of the most beautiful cards in Welcome to Rathe. First at number 10, I have Scour the Battlescape by Daria Kopnikova. I do feel a bit of the Lord of the Rings vibe, a bit like the Mountain of Doom, and this illustration does a great job building the Wall of Rathe. This is probably in oil or acrylic, I can't really tell, but it's good nevertheless. And number 9 is Ancestral Empowerment by Alexander Markov. Not only is this card very immaculately detailed, there's a lot of depth of view. The mountains in the background look like they stretch tens of kilometers away, while the mist in the foreground feels so near that I can almost touch them. And number 8 is Scar for a Scar by Arif Wijaya. Okay, finally, at number 8, we are finally talking. What are we talking about? We are talking about waifus. Especially strong ninja waifus who seems to be hurt in the middle of a fierce battle. I think she needs some tender loving care from me. Moving on to number 7, I have Smash Instinct by Olga Carrington. I put this card here because of the graphical violence. We see lesser and lesser gratuitous violence like what is depicted here from companies as they grow bigger and bigger. That's because as the customer base gets wider and wider, it naturally gets younger and younger. And people generally don't like to expose young children to graphical images of violence. A young company like Legend Story Studios can take this risk because it is still young. But as Flesh and Blood gets bigger and bigger, we will see lesser and lesser of cards like this. So we have to enjoy it while it lasts. At number 6, I have Mask of Momentum by Kate Fox. Okay, waifu time again. I assume this is a waifu. It's gonna be super embarrassing if it turns out to be a guy behind that mask. But seriously, the sky lanterns in the background set a festive mood that is fantastic for world building. At number 5, I have Singing Steel Blade by Adolfo Navarro. Why is this here? It's because of the waifu playing with many swords at the same time. Enough said. No lah. Actually, I think the artistic merit of the last few cards is actually better than this. But I put this here because if I roleplay myself in the world of Rathe, right, this is the number 1 skill that I want to acquire. Yes, I want to learn how to stab people with my flying sword. Moving on to number 4, I have Crippling Crush by Vishnu Tan. The artist's name is actually very familiar. I think he or she does art for Magic as well. This looks like a punch from Eren in Attack on Titans, and this is definitely digital art. Otherwise, I think the rainbow effect on the face right looks impossible to achieve. Then at number 3, I have Findel's Spring Tunic by Sergei Gursky. I want to call attention to the dress, okay? Not the waifu. You look at the fabric, the cutting, the ornament and the stitchings, okay? I'm not looking at the ridiculously hot figure-hugging waifu, not at all. And also, the best waifu award of Welcome to Rathe, ironically, goes to a dress. Finally, at number 2, I have Enlightened Strike by Adolfo Navarro. Hey, it's Mr. Navarro again. I have a soft spot for rainbow effects on illustrations. Granted, it's comparatively easier to do rainbow effects like this digitally, but I'm not docking points because digital art is not easier to produce than physical art, all things considered. What truly matters is the end product, and I love this end product. Before I review the number 1 card of Welcome to Rathe, let's look at some honorable mentions. The art for this set has exceeded my expectations. Even the cards that ended up in the honorable mentions look really good. My first honorable mention is Flock of the Featherwalkers by Adolfo Navarro. This makes it a hat-trick for Mr. Navarro. Congrats! My last honorable mention is Razor Reflex by Adolfo Navarro. This is unofficially the Adolfo Navarro set. I know 3 goals in a row is a hat-trick, but what about 4 goals? Is it a quad-trick? Before I review the number 1 card for Welcome to Rathe, please remember to like and subscribe to Pandora's Box and turn on the notification button. I post new videos daily, so please remember to check back for more content like this. The number 1 most beautiful card in Welcome to Rathe is Blackout Kick by Carlos Jose Camus. This is gratuitous violence delivered artistically with style, grace and impact. The artist used only red and black to accentuate the effect of this devastating kick. The result is a powerful blow to the senses which rattled me more than any other card in this set, and this is why Blackout Kid is deservingly the #1 most beautiful card of Welcome to Rathe. This is my list for the top 10 cards in Welcome to Rathe. Legend Story Studios has hit the jackpot with its maiden set. It feels like they have decades of experience even though they are barely 2 years old, and I look forward to seeing more amazing art from them. This concludes the top 10 most beautiful cards of Welcome to Rathe. If you like what you see, please visit my channel for more box openings, set reviews, top 10s, and content curated for nerds in general. I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye!